Dun, 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 dun.
Perhaps the delay in this case of me covering this film is more to its benefit. And the reason that I say that, I would have preferred to cover the film earlier on. But I do tend to be the person to, at least ideally, remember a person for their achievements. I mean, not as much their missteps. And I think, at least as of right now, I'm recording this in December, I think, pretty much all seen the trailer for Santa Incorporated. I covered it, left a very bad taste in my mouth, and I'm like, I would not watch this. I understand for people who have, it's been an endurance, and they have not had complimentary things to say about it. And I've seen, Seth Rogen projects before. Like I said, I watched Long Shot actually to give myself that basis of, okay, I know he does, like, a lot of raunchy stuff. Let's see, maybe one that's more tamer. Like, I'm not going to go watch Sausage Party, but I'm like, or Good Boys. Ugh, that one looked really bad. But Long Shot, maybe. I thought it was kind of I don't know. It didn't really appeal to me. It's kind of like, watched it, whatever. At least Charlize Theron was in it, and I mean, I think they both did a good job acting-wise. It's just not a film I really remember. Didn't really stand out to me too much. But I tried to have that baseline going in, so I had a general sense of, again, what is Seth Rogen's work like. I don't think Santa Inc. was probably the best reflection. I think maybe at some level he might recognize that. But we're going to look at An American Pickle today, which I've heard good things about. And this stars him, I believe, in 2 different roles. Within the context of the movie, it's a short movie, only like under 88 minutes. Sorry. Let's go ahead and take a look at the synopsis for it to give us a general sense of what this film is about. Maybe in the case that you haven't seen it yet, like I haven't. This is what it says on IMDb. An immigrant worker at a pickle factory, is accidentally preserved for 100 years and wakes up in modern-day Brooklyn. Okay. That's kind of funny. I don't know. Pickle factories, I don't tend to see those often in film, but okay, let's see where this goes. Again, I hope for better, because as I said, I prefer to remember a person for, projects that are a little more tasteful, right? And I don't think Santa Inc. was that. Hopefully this will clear his perception in my mind, so to speak. We're going to go ahead and watch this first, and I'll talk about it more in my condensed review segment if I was watching the video together. We're going to watch the trailer first. Without further ado, here we go. Let's take a look, if I can find it. I put the trailer somewhere. Okay. Let's watch. Okay.
Als ik arbeid in stoer een
Interesting.
Als ik zo opzol
Looks like an indie picture. I'm not used to this word from him.
In old country of Slupska, I am ditch digger. As far as jobs in Slups go, it's pretty good.
It's shot very well. It's got a fun feel to it, so that type of expression that at least I would understand a Seth Rogen movie to have, it's different, but it's still there.
Our family will prosper. And then one day,
oh no.
Changed.
Nice visual technique.
It's been 100 years. The pickle brine preserved him perfectly.
Too old to lose it. The world has changed.
Maybe he's playing the same role, because I thought he was playing 2.
We were able to track down
a
a great-grandson.
Oh, you did? Okay, so he's playing 2.
This is nuts.
2 different time periods meeting. This will be very interesting.
They passed away. It was a car crash. He will tell me everything of their deaths, how their bodies died, their faces as the life left. We will bond over our pain.
It's sweet.
I understand why you're a religious person, but I'm not. How do you grieve for dead parents? Doing okay. I have an idea. We start pickle business. That's a very stupid idea, Herschel. You have no wife, no children, no friends, no job. You need help. I'm fine. You're not alone. We will become success. Wow. Ooh, very pungent.
Yeah, that's straight from the devil.
We will finally make dead parents proud. Don't talk about my
It seems very edifying to see literally a reflection here.
You have captivated the heart.
Because, there's an old expression like we may not see things in ourselves that perhaps others would.
In old country,
You're literally getting that encounter face to face in this movie for these 2 characters.
It is because this man secretly had polio arm. Do something, Ben. Throw your punch.
You know they cured polio, right? A guy named Jonas Salk.
Was he Jew?
He was.
Yes. Is this your father?
No, that's David Bowie.
Is this your mother? No, that's also David Bowie. That whole poster's David Bowie.
A lot of learning with this project in terms of the characters, but on both sides. That's why I think it's so creative. I mean, not only can you put yourself into the shoes, I guess, of... I think it's easier for us to put ourselves in the shoes of the modern... what's the character's name? I didn't hear it clearly. Other than grandson. Okay, Herschel Greenbaum. I'm guessing and Ben. Okay, I'm assuming Ben, because Herschel sounds like a more classic name. It's very interesting again to see literally a colliding of two generations, and to consider, especially me, looking at it, being like, okay, what if you were to meet an ancestor that you'd never met? What would you learn from them? It'd probably be a kind of wake up call of, wow, the world is so much different, and it has. I mean, when you're, I guess, down under for 100 years in a pickle factory. It's kind of a funny entrance. And that spirit to a Seth Rogen film, even though, again, this is very different. It came across me, at least at first, like an indie release. But it definitely feels like more of a... it feels like, a traditional film. I was going to say, again, on the streaming space, so when they broaden out the screen, which is a great visual technique to separate the time periods. I love how they did that. But again, even with the obvious detachment from the familiar with Seth Rogen comedies, it had that general feeling in terms of the expression and the emotional level and the delivery that you're like, okay, it feels like a Seth Rogen comedy is still here. Not as raunchy. I appreciate that because I'm not a big raunch fan. But this did, it built my image of him a little bit more. Rather than, as I would say, I think Santa Inc. was a misstep. This looks much better. What are your guys' thoughts? I'd rather watch this. What are your guys' thoughts with An American Pickle? For some of you who already seen the film, because again, I'm covering this late, I'm sure you'll be able to vouch for whatever your opinion of it is down below. Don't forget all the good stuff with liking, subscribing, and sharing that bell. Until I'm going to look at one more thing for this to get a better perspective in terms of maybe the intentions behind the scenes for this film. But until we get to that point, I would have really good to watch it next for the first time. I will see you then. Until that point, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't love those of your fellow man. God bless and peace.